Welcome to the show, guys. And on today's episode, we shall be giving you the international break incidents that happens in the qualifiers. As you very well know, the international break has been looming around. The men are kitted up in the fits, as you can see, ready to dive into the international break. It's Duncan as usual. Tanka here with me and your boy Matthew. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, which side of things should we start? A man like you who supports France.
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing.
You guys had a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe scoring and then Bradley Bacola sitting it.
Yeah.
Chouameni getting a red card. How was that game?
Frankly speaking, this international break was actually kind of good for France.
Yeah.
They were not facing opposition that's they'll think like these are definitely going to give them trouble moving forward. They're expected to win these games, and frankly, this group of players, it's class for days. You know, these guys have so much quality within their squad. So this is just having them play better. I was happy to see Ekitike feature, although the first game he didn't feature as much.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Basically, he didn't even have a touch on ball. But it just shows you just how much they have, you know, from the defense to the midfield to the attack, so much quality, and they have players who are leaving, like some of the Griezmann. They're trying to edge them away from the squads, giving players like Olise time to play. Bacola.
It's really there.
Yeah, it's their time to represent the country.
Yeah.
So France, this international break was good for them. I enjoyed it. The red card was unfortunate because I've actually enjoyed Chouameni this season. He's played well. He's played well for Madrid. He's playing well for France. The red card was unfortunate, but you know they just find a way to go through, and they were expected anyway.
Yes, Mbappe breaking Henry's record for the French team.
Yeah, that was.
I think it was bound to happen.
It was bound to happen,
especially the age at which Mbappe broke through.
Yeah.
I mean, he was 18, watching him on the World Cup
stage.
On the biggest stage, doing a madness. So I think it was bound to happen. It's just maybe where his ceiling lies. That's what we want to see.
It was a big week for all-time goal scorers for their country, because also I think Memphis Depay. Yeah, it's the same thing for this international break. So it's kudos for them, man.
Quite a nice one.
I think but you see that stat is a bit skewed.
Yeah.
Because I don't think players back then were having these many games and these many competitions to kind of. So I mean, the new heads might say, these guys are better than the old heads, but we need to give our grace to those guys, the legends, the Henrys, the Van Nistelrooy, Van Persie's.
Yeah, you can credit that to Nations Cup as well.
Yeah.
So Nations Cup is given. In a year, they have like more games, like 10 more games for the nation.
You could say every year FIFA finds a way of adding a new competition.
Football is an industry.
Money has to be made.
Money have to make.
Yeah, so England breezed past Serbia.
Yeah.
5-0. Harry Kane obviously scoring.
Yeah.
Eberechi Eze for the Arsenal boys jumped into the score sheet.
Yeah, that was a good touch.
Mark Gahey.
Noni
Madueke as well scored, and then Rashi rounding it off with the penalty.
Yeah.
I think England look quite strong, to be honest.
It's proper German engineering.
Yeah, Tuchel looks like he has the cogs working.
Yeah, he has the cogs working, German engineering, efficiency. He's getting the best out of players, which I like to see, because with such a talented squad, to have nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many more years is it going to go on? So I think with Tuchel they can reach somewhere. I was always skeptical with Southgate. I felt his ideas were, very limited. I think, in my personal opinion, 2018 World Cup was the farthest he could go. I think they were stretching it a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Euro 21 was no slouch for him as well.
Euro 21 was good, but I didn't see them winning. That Italia side was magnificent.
Yeah.
Chiesa at the peak of his powers.
Yeah.
So I think, to be honest, 2018 was his peak in my opinion. But obviously he's done well. He's go to the finals. But it's a bit like, It's a bit like Xavi for us. Oh, sorry, I need to mention. But yeah, Xavi for us in Barcelona and Hansi Flick. Xavi could only take us somewhere, but
He wasn't the one to take it.
he's not the one to take you to the
Promised land.
Yeah, type. So yeah, I think it's a good fit for England. I think they'll go far, definitely.
I think given their attacking prowess, he really can do something with this team. And given his track record of being a tournaments coach, winning a Champions League with Chelsea, obviously, I think he can really do something with this team.
Yeah, I like the balance with England. It's not just quality, because there are some players. They are technically gifted. They have the quality for days, but they have winners who have the mentality. Because I love Jude Bellingham. I think he has this mentality to him. He's not the best player. I don't think if you're going to put him against these players who, in terms of skills and so on, he's not as technically gifted. But when it comes to mentality, he knows how to read a game. He knows how to push himself, and I feel like that is actually coming. We're seeing more and more of that within the squad. You have like guys like Eze. He's hungry. He just come out of winning 2 cups within the summer. And he's constantly spoken about how his hunger is coming up and how he wants to more trophies here. And there's a good culture within the England squad. The question is, can they actually do it? Because this is not the first time I've seen an England squad that deserves to win. The quality on paper says, these guys deserve to win it all. But when they reach on pitch, one bad game is all that it takes for them every time.
True.
So England fans shouldn't get carried away.
Yeah. It's the hope that kills.
Yeah. Silent.
I think that was a nice game. Jed Spence getting his debut.
Yeah. Good international.
First call up for the international. So that was quite a nice one to see as well. Portugal. They beat Hungary 3-2.
Yeah, it was a good game. I actually watched that game. It was a very good game.
Mm.
Hungary is. I feel like they have a good squad, but it's going to take a lot more for them to actually compete at the highest levels within the international teams. But they have a way, because there's a way they also against Germany. They had a game like that where they just couldn't give up, and. I don't know. So Bozlai, when he's playing for Hungary, he turns into a different monster.
Yeah,
I don't see that. I don't see it nearly as much as what he does for Hungary as he does for Liverpool. But yeah, it's just one of those, I guess. Portugal, we expected it in our opinion.
Yeah, Ronaldo obviously the score sheet as usual. Penalty. Bernardo Silva with the goal, and then João Cancelo rounding it off. Yeah, it was a nice game. I think, given Portugal's talent and big names in that team, you expect them to brush off so many opponents.
Yeah.
And they could be strong favourites in that World Cup coming.
Not disrespecting Portugal, but I don't know. I feel like we wouldn't say favourites. Portugal has enough to take them far, but I don't know about actually winning it, because they'll need a really good campaign. Something like the way Croatia did it.
To be honest, I think we've fallen a lot into that fallacy, thinking that Portugal is not strong.
Okay.
It's always named as if the underdog, but I mean, look at their track record. I mean, it speaks for itself. They're no longer underdogs.
Yeah.
They should be up there, in my opinion.
Okay. Maybe it's my opinion, but Portugal. I've loved Portugal the way they play. However, whenever they reach into these big competitions, there's always a team that has it in sync much better than them. Yeah, it's not a question of the players. I feel like it's a question of like how they're playing, how they're moving into the game. They've always just lacked that for me going into an actual tournament. But in the build-up, they pick up momentum easy. Then in the final stages to the campaign, they're not the each team that everyone is probably scared for, and they do not have that fear factor to them. So when they square up to teams, some teams feel like they have a chance against them. But sometimes football, I feel, is it's a bit mental in the head, When this person is scared to face you, he's going to be cautious moving forward.
Yeah.
And they lose that entering into the campaigns.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be different in 2026.
Would you say in the previous campaigns it has always gone down to the coach they have at the time,
But they had
not
Martinez.
really knowing how to get the best out of them? Because Martinez is the current coach, right?
Yeah.
But I can't really see him getting the best out of that squad, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think
He's doing the job right now, but I know that team can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I think in terms of the coach and everything gelling, okay, I think they went with more tactical approach with Robert Martinez as opposed to the coaching management style they previously had. But I mean, I don't know whether it's just that love for your country or something. There's something that's lacking. Or like you said, maybe the coach can't, bring out the players or something.
I think it's just it's about the time. The timing needs to be right for these players, so I think they have like the adrenaline rush within their systems whenever they go into their games.
But then you'd argue the winners of the World Cup, are they in a different timing or something?
Look at all the teams that have won World Cups in the previous years. Let's go back to 2022. Argentina had just come back from the Copa America. They were moving really well. They were having a serious range of form, win after win after win after win. Same could be said about France in 2018. After 2014, where they had a really poor squad compared to the quality that they always take into these competitions, they had like a revamp, and Deschamps comes in and is all energetic. The whole country could feel like this is it. Yeah, even England, even when they reach the finals, right? There is this feeling that comes with a team when they are going into a World Cup or into an international competition, where hope is just like sky high. The fans are with you, the players feel it, and they translate that in the pitch. Brazil in 2014, when they almost did it, I think the Neymar injury really deflated their
They won from
You could say that when they went out of that cup, wasn't even if Neymar had played that Germany game, I don't think he was going to change.
No, it's not about the way they got out. If Neymar and Thiago Silva were there, it would have been like that.
I think what he means is like it's more than just football. There's that spirit.
There's a spirit to the game.
That mentality, that mental,
Yeah, and it permeates from the fans, from the players, from the pitch, and even other nations. The other nations who are watching the game also feel it, and they start cheering them on. It becomes a whole movement when you're looking at international games.
But to your point, I would have to raise maybe an opposite point and say that Portugal won the 2016 Euros.
Yes.
They won, was it 2021 Nations League?
Yes.
But still in the big tournament, they failed. So you see how your point doesn't hold that much wood.
You could have the momentum and still lose it.
Yeah, you can have them.
Yeah, so I feel like it can go both ways.
Yeah, but it does take you far. It does take you far, because I put like England and Brazil in there to show you like it does take you far, and it's the players who gets the deal done. But that momentum going into the competition, you can't underestimate it.
Okay. Anyway, obviously, other nations, it can happen in another way. Anyway, let's not over digress.
Yeah, sure.
But coming back to the motherland, in Uganda, we had some games this week and we actually won all of them. So we played Somalia, hammered them 2-0, and then Mozambique, we disciplined them with the 5-0. So.
Thank God for Nambole.
Yeah, thank God. Coach is cooking.
Revamped Nambole.
Bro, I tell you, Nambole has a way these days, man. It just has a way.
It's just the whole vibe. It's like even the fans themselves, you feel it.
Yeah.
It's an energy moving around Uganda right now. It's really nice to see at the moment.
I'm backing us for this World Cup. Okay, the group aside. Even if I'm being optimistic, right?
Mm.
The group aside. This is compared to some of the groups we have gotten in the past.
The previous groups have
Okay, we can secure second spot.
Yes.
But I know in like history, the African knockouts are tight.
Yeah, the final five.
The African knockouts are tight. I don't know whether I don't know the mathematics, whether there's like a miracle we can make first spot. We would rather make first spot, but we can't.
As long as we play Nambole, we can. In my opinion, I think.
Number two. If we're number two, the knockouts are crazy.
Yeah.
The knockouts are the cutthroat.
Interesting.
However, let me ask you this though. Do you think the squad, much as we have all this disparity, whether we can actually go in there or not, people are torn between two. When you look at the squad, do you think the squad actually see it? Do you think they believe?
Yeah, I think so because I really like what Paul Put has done with the squad.
Yeah.
In terms of recruiting talents that were previously, not really looked at on everything. We mostly looked at the big stars who were playing in the USL league.
Yeah.
And then they moved to Europe. Then we would exhaust them. Some of them were playing, almost every match. But he's built a competitive squad. Everyone wants to get a number. You see, even our captain, Capriadosi, he was not a starter at first. He had to prove himself. Paul Put even mentioned it. He's like, everyone in the team has to earn their place. There's no I play from abroad, so I'm going to start. So I think he's built that competitive spirit that just churns out that energy of I need to secure my place. In trying to secure your place, you're going to make sure you get the World Cup. You go to the World Cup. You be the player that made Uganda get to the World Cup. So I really like that. So I think yes, in that sense that the players believe it.
Yeah, we believe in you too, man. Let's put it out there.
You guys can bring it home. Yeah, so this week it has been an interesting one. I think you guys have seen Toby Sibiki started in that.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. I was so happy for him.
Yeah, so he plays in Burton, Albion FC.
Yeah.
It's in League One. It's been an interesting one because the whole week Ugandans have been showering him with so much love.
Did he move to Hearts or he was from Hearts?
He was former Hearts and he just moved to Burton. Yeah. So in the Brewers, so you guys man show some support to the Burton FC.
Yeah, we need to represent.
Come some jazz again.
Very follow everything.
Exactly. I'm all in for that because we have to attach a sort of patriotism to our players because they do so much for us. The kind of schedules that they have to keep up with in order to represent us and make sure that we are still competitive out there is a lot. So to have their value rise just for the fact that we support them I feel is a small price to pay. I mean, to be aware of the teams that they're in, the conditions that they're in. I mean, other countries in Africa do it for each of their players. It's about time we start representing that culture.
Facts. That's facts. But yeah, he's one to watch. He's one to watch. I was really surprised with him. And his age is young.
Yeah, can play right back, centre back, so quite versatile.
However, I will say one thing. If Uganda does actually qualify for the World Cup, I'm going to be optimistic all the way, right? This needs to be commemorated because this would be the biggest thing in our country's sport history in terms of like the main sports. Because we've got a few gold medals here and there, but football is the most watched sport in the world. and the biggest thing we have to show for it is the 1966 AFCON. AFCON final. Yeah, it's about time we got into another stage. Yeah, well, qualifying for AFCON in 2016 was big. I love that. Yes, and we've been going for AFCON a few times since then. Yeah, I think World Cup is just a natural stage before even we start thinking about winning AFCON or anything like that.
Yeah.
We need to show that we can still represent ourselves in the highest stages without necessarily having to be the best there.
Yeah,
that comes next, hopefully in the future.
Development.
Yeah, but it's just a development. It shows the progress we've been going through in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well said, man. Well said. I think that cuts it for today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for watching. Duncan, as usual, with the boys. Like and subscribe.
Notification bell.
Yes. Peace out.